Hello, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be learning how to plan your day like a CEO. Not a girl bossy CEO, I mean like a smart, strategic woman who knows her stuff and moves through her day with poise and grace and gets it done, right? That's what we're talking about. So if that sounds good for you, let's do it. If you are new here, my name is Allee Cyrus. I own 4 businesses, a media agency, coaching and consulting, a flower business for events specifically, and a personal brand. With all of those and with all of the amazing things that we get to do, I juggle a lot. One thing in this season of life that I really highly value is peace and productivity. And I realize that a lot of us really value that, but it's not always easy to have it when you are juggling a family and employees and businesses and your career and your goals and your dreams and going surfing on Tuesdays, hopefully maybe a little, and a coffee date, right? There are just so many things. Living a good life and living well, I've realized, comes with, again, aligned balance. Balance never fully exists, but it can be created with the right planning and with, again, the right poise and welcoming in peace. Being able to do this process every single day gives me one consistent action, and that is such a game changer for me. There are 7 steps. The first one is going to be consulting your schedule. So I want you to pull up your planner, your Google Calendar, and look through all of it. Dear God, do not open your email, okay? Just look at your planner and your calendar and just take in what you have taken up for the day on your calendar, right? What times are booked? What times are open? Do you have anything that's not on the calendar that needs to get done? Take inventory of all of that. Once you've been able to do that, make sure that all tasks are assigned to a time. So that's going to be step 1, just making sure that like you have enough time in the day to get the tasks done that need to be done. If you need more time, communicate that proactively. You don't need to communicate it right now, but you can kind of put it on your to-do list. Hey, I need to email X, Y, and Z. I'm gonna need a due date change for this because of this or whatever. Be realistic so that you can be grounded. Number 2, revisit your ideal offer and your ideal client. What are the things that you are doing for people? And who are the people that you're serving? Get really clear on that, because sometimes as a businesswoman, as someone who is, calling the shots, creating things, pushing in a way, it's easy to react. It's really easy to respond. And so I want you to really focus in on like, hey, these are the people I want to serve. These are the ways that I want to serve them. And I'm really clear on that so that the world can't like get in there and inform you on all the random stuff. From there, I want you to go in and look at your 1 and 3 year plan. If you've never done that before, I have some videos that can help you plan out a year that we have linked above. Being able to see, hey, in 3 years, this is where I'm going, and next year, this is where I'm trying to be, again, grounds you. I literally just like graze over it. I put it in my binder, literally look at it, flip the page, look at the next one, just so I remember where I'm trying to go and then move on from there. You don't have to like change anything, contemplate anything, plan anything further. I just want you to be able to, again, reconnect with where you're trying to go. Number 4 is check in with the 2 sides of your brain. So you have a visionary inside of you, who I like to call the dreamer, and then you have an integrator inside of you, which I lovingly call the doer. Different days call for different leads on what you have to do, right? So if I have a really busy day of reviewing things, sending emails, paying invoices, getting things done, that's going to be more of my integrator. If I'm trying to dream up a way to create world peace, that's going to be my visionary. Usually you have a little bit of both in every single day, but I want you to figure out who's going to be your lead. If you have a visionary heavy day, then you probably don't want to schedule in like 3 hours of emails, right? If you do, then you're going to want to have your visionary time first and your emails at the end so you can go into your integrator, but kind of know who's going to be the lead for the day, because it's very exhausting for you psychologically to be dreaming and then doing, and then dreaming and then doing, and then dreaming, right? It's so hard to take those hats on and off, and it's, again, exhausting for your brain. So you want to be able to like use your brain power to the best of your ability. 5, this one's really important. You need to write down if you have any fears. This was a game changer for me when I started to do it, because I realized I would be going into really big days and I would be carrying fear in the back of my mind. It was holding me back, but I didn't even realize it. So I would sit down, look at my schedule, figure out where I'm going, figuring out where my dreams are going to be, hopefully in a year and 3 years. And then I would subconsciously be sitting there being like, there's no way on God's green earth that I can do this, right? So I actually sit down and I just turn on a timer for 2 minutes and I pull up a note and I'm like, what are the fears that are coming up for me today? Do I feel afraid about a client call? Am I afraid about something falling through? Am I afraid that I don't know what to say? Am I afraid that there's too much to do, right? There's just a lot of things that can come up specifically. And once you're able to get those down, you're able to then walk through them, right? So if I feel nervous about talking to someone, I can then think through, well, what do I need to say to them? If I can't come to that answer, then I know, ooh, I gotta call my mentor. I need to call my coach, right? Oop, I need to pray about that. Your fears literally just need attention. I was owned by my fears for years, you guys. Like, I just avoided things because I didn't want to do them. The only way is through. So allow yourself space to literally every single morning be realistic if something is coming up for you, and then you are able to naturally deal with it. And you know what's really cool? After doing this for 4 years, I usually don't have fears that come down in the morning without me being really aware and like loving toward them. In the past, I'd be like, oh, I'm afraid of answering my email because blah, blah, blah. I don't feel that anymore because I've been able to proactively really walk through that enough times that I trust myself and I know myself, but I have new things that come up, right? And as you get to know yourself in that environment, become a better leader of yourself, and you get to know the Lord better, you get to know the people around you better. It's a really beautiful thing. So don't be afraid of it. If it feels scary, I get it, but this can transform your life. Number 6. So this is something that I will write down on my planner just above the date. Where can I grow? So usually this has to do with my fears, right? If I'm avoiding email, like I said, well, I could at the end of this just check my email and know, hey, after checking my email every day for the last 200 days, nothing bad has happened. No one has exploded. Nothing died. Like, I'm safe, I'm good, I'm okay, right? Usually once you're able to kind of move through what your fears are, you can see, oh, I maybe need to grow in clarity around my finances. I need to grow in the way that I'm managing my time, the way I'm responding to emails. Whatever that is for you, just allow yourself to have that note. And when it's at the top of your calendar or, you know, on a note on your monitor, you can see that and be reminded. And it's not like a, you need to get better because, it's like a, hey, I believe in you. You could get better here. I actually know that we can get better here. So we're coming at it with that attitude. It will feel pretty natural after addressing your fears and being able to kind of glean from that. It's really nice. You'll like it. I really believe that. And then number 7, this is the last step. You're gonna create a plan of action. So I just want you to write 3 main things that you need to get done that day for the day to be a success. You'll be able to see on your calendar what specifically needs to get done. It should correlate with what our big 3 are on our list and what we're spending time on that day. Just make sure that, again, there is a correlation. We don't have like 3 big things to do and 17 things on the calendar. They need to be the same, and we need to be able to rally around like that same like success point and that same list of things that need to get done for a plan of action. Once you've gotten those 3 things done, you can also just like brain dump all the other things. So that's one thing that's really helpful for me as well. If I feel like I have 18 things to do, but again, I've created space to get the big 3 done, the most important things, everything else works itself out. You can work on the next ones tomorrow. Our brain likes to get ahead of things so that we stay safe, and that's a beautiful thing. You're okay. This is probably not a matter of life or death every single day. You are just getting to become the person that you are in your career, in your role, in the problems that you're solving for people. So allow yourself to remember that. Instead of thinking, I have to do 18 things today, remember, really you probably only need to do 3. And if you do that over and over week, you're going to get so much more done than having like the highs and lows of trying to get everything done, burning out and not wanting to do anything, and again and again and again. I hope this is helpful. I'm so excited to see you plan your day like the CEO that you are. And like I said, just have more peace and productivity and poise in your day-to-day, because the way that you lead yourself changes the way that you lead everyone who interacts with you. And it really does start with you. This small 7-step routine can change your life. And for reference, I spend about 4 to 5 minutes on it every single day. You'll build that muscle and go through it really fast. So let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I am here to support you. Make sure you also subscribe so you can see the new videos that we have coming out every single week. And I just want to say thank you, and I believe in you, and go get them. I'll see you in the next video.